Hello and welcome to the Into the Depths radio show. Today we're going into the depths on the Suns and Clippers game from last night. This was an incredible game, don't you think so, Price?
Yeah, I think it was. The score was close. The Suns with that incredible buzzer beater dunk. That was really special by DeAndre Ayton, who by the way got a double-double last night with 14 rebounds and 24 points. How do you think his performance impacted the team?
You know, honestly, DeAndre Ayton has been an X factor of the Suns all the playoffs so far. I mean, in this previous series, he's just been pick and rolling, pick and popping, throwing down alley-oops, etc. I mean, Devin Booker has gone to him time and time again, just looking for constant points, constant rebound, and a great defensive presence. I mean, obviously, you know the main guys with the Suns, Devin Booker, and Ayton is becoming this main guy, especially with Chris Paul out to health and safety protocols. But, I mean, sometimes you don't really talk about these other guys. I mean, the leading scorer of the entire game was Cameron Payne. I mean, did you see this coming at all?
No, and that's what I want to talk about for a brief moment. This guy is replacing Chris Paul for a little bit, and we're all like, well, it's Chris Paul. You can't replace him. Well, he kind of did. He scored 29 points last night with 9 assists to really help out the team, be the game's leading assist leader and game leader in points. So I think that without Chris Paul is definitely a significant factor, but I think that they can still get the job done.
Yeah, so a few more players I want to talk about, going in depth about on the Clippers side of the ball. Marcus Morris last night normally provides at least 15 points for the Clippers. He only put up 7. He didn't have the greatest shooting splits. Reggie Jackson played 39 minutes, played great minutes. He shot the ball well. He had 19 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists. Played solid all around. Another player that we obviously saw break out last series in the Jazz Clippers series, Terrence Mann had 19 minutes, 8 points, 1 assist, 1 rebound. What do you think he can do and provide for the scoring end on the going forward for the Clippers?
Terrence Mann, I think he's a good player, and I think he will be a good role player for the team. He consistently will give you a good amount of points. He's a good passer, good rebounder. So I think he will be a good player. I also want to mention that only 2 players for the Clippers had more than 15 points. So this was really a team game for the Clippers, even though it did not turn out with the result they wanted. They still only lost by 1.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, the Clippers are kind of just this gritty team. I was watching the game last night. It looked like the Suns had control the whole time, but the Clippers just would not go away. I mean, each of the quarters, neither team won by more than 3 points. So each quarter was like within 3 points, and the Clippers just had all the answers for the Suns up until the end with the great play called by Monty Williams, the great pass by Jay Crowder, and the amazing finish by DeAndre Ayton. I thought the Clippers were gonna get it done. Paul George was on the free throw line, missed 2 clutch free throws. He looked like Ben Simmons out there. And now we have a caller, Edelman. Here we go. He's on the show. Hello, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me. Big fan of you guys. And I just wanted to ask you the impact of Jay Crowder. Obviously, he had a huge in-down pass. He was on the Heat last year. We know he had a big impact. But what do you think his impact is, and specifically how the Suns made it this far in the playoffs?
Yeah, I mean, it's amazing. Like, he played 32 minutes, and I mean, we all recognized his great passing ability at the end there on that alley-oop, but he only scored 2 points. But even though he's not doing it all in the scoring end, other guys pick it up. Obviously, Campaign with a huge game. But he only put up 2 points and still had a great impact on the game. I think he's a good all-around player. He can guard anyone on the Clippers. And I think he just did a great job last night, especially coming in clutch with the perfect dime to DeAndre Ayton.
Yeah, well, something that's nice about Jay Crowder is that the NBA, compared to college basketball somewhat, is not a very high defensive league. So when you can have a player like Jay Crowder, even though he's not amazing on offense, if he's pretty good all around, he puts up around the same stats in every aspect, and he's a really good defensive player. That's something you need, especially on a team like the Suns where there is a whole lot of offense.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, the one more thing I'm gonna go into depth about, and final point, about this close, intense Suns versus Clippers game. The points in the paint, the Suns doubled the Clippers. It was 30-60. The Suns had 60. The Clippers had 30. This was just, I mean, the Suns were getting whatever they wanted. Obviously, they're a great shooting team. Both these teams, great shooting teams. Reggie Jackson, Jay Crowder on each side of the ball. Paul George shoots it great. Devin Booker, we know, always performs. But 60 to 30 points in the paint, I don't know how this happens. This was a close game throughout. Again, very tight game. I mean, I thought it was going to go to overtime possibly. I was not sure what was going to happen. It was just back and forth, back and forth. Both of these teams have grit. Both of these teams have fight. I cannot wait for the rest of the series. I cannot wait for Game 3 in LA. Thank you, Price, for joining me. That will do it for Into the Depths NBA edition. I am Abe Miller, your host. Thank you all for listening.